Hey everyone, how you doing today? I thought I'd show you a brand new ship that I whopped up yesterday. So it's done already. And what we're looking at here is the Cosmos CE, or basically it's the Cosmos Explorer. And this is a low-level starter, cheap, inexpensive CV. So for starter CVs, I do believe it is the smallest I built so far. This is for this month's Anvil challenge to build a disposable, like either starter CV or base. I decided to go with the CV because I like the mobility of the whole thing, and I ended up with this little bugger here. So this is my smallest CV to date, quite a bit smaller than even the Scarbago, which I think was the other previous smallest starter CV that I made. Um, so yeah, I'll just kind of show you the body a little bit, talk about some upgrade features on the exterior, and then we'll get inside to show you what that's all about. Now, being disposable, I think I did go a little bit overboard, especially when we get in the. It does have a lot of features on it, uh, so maybe I should have chilled with that a little bit. But I have problems like chilling. It doesn't work out with me very well. Anyway, a little weird little feature here is you got a couple of little side windows here. There's glass in there too. Seeing the Wi-Fi on that side and the detector on this side. The ramps that you see getting into the interior space are all activated by the landing gear, including the some ramps in the back to help you get an HV up to the landing pad on the top, which is all right sized. It's enough to park a couple small creations, like a SV Minor or something like that. The thrusters are mostly all baby little thrusters in here. 1x1 thrusters is what I mean by baby thrusters. So the way I've got this set up is you can upgrade a lot of these. If you put in the 1x2 model, the angled ones, you can remove these grates and put in those thrusters in that location. Same thing going on for strafing thrusters here. For the down thrusters over here, you can do that with. For the forward thrusters, these are a 4-pack of 1x1 thrusters. So you can put in 1x2s, or you can even put in the large thrusters, or the 2x2x4 thrusters in this location. And then back over here, you have a location here for a warp drive and a compact shield on the exterior of the build, basically. A couple minigun turrets on here, and then you have a like a drone bay or quick in and out access door there. So that's pretty much on the exterior. Now all the thrusters also are ion thrusters, so you can upgrade them to plasmas. For lift thrusters, it has 8 lift thrusters. Most of them are 1x1s, except for the very first ones are 1x2s stock in here right now. So if we get aboard, the interior I actually kind of dig. It's small, but I got a lot in here, and I just kept on working it until I hit it at this level. And it's kind of a bit much for a starter. Well, maybe not for a starter, but for a disposable craft, it's a bit much. But, gotta have stuff, right? Gotta have stuff. So as soon as you walk in the door, either side has a box or whatever. And then you got med bay on this side. You got O2 over on the other side. Then you got your toilet and a shower over here and ATM. Up in the bridge, you got your drone or quick escape hatch. A couple passenger seats up in there. And then get back into the back room here. You've got two 320K storage bays, so 1 and 2. It's got 2 large constructors in here and 2 small constructors on this side. Actually, this is out of all my constructor layouts. This is probably my favorite so far. I kind of like how this is set up. Kind of all fits, and I even put some texture lights back over there to try to accent the constructors a little bit. So. And then you have a location to add a third constructor or deconstructor over here. You got a 14K ammo box. And then it has a weapon locker, armor locker, and then armor repair. And then you have your fridge and food processor. And then you got all your specialized medical equipment up in here. And then this back door opens up so you can get access to, from inside, this is going outside basically. So you can put in a compact shield and a warp drive in there. Got a location to pop in a pentaxa tank over here. And then it's running 2 baby little generators, 1x2 generators. So you can swap those out with 1x3 generators if you want. If you need more power for whatever reason. So that is pretty much the whole ship and the build. Very compact design. It's pretty flimsy. I'm not going to say it's a tough ship or anything like that. It does have a weird box up here too. This box is visible from the top, so it's kind of like it's an airtight box, so you can drop off something really quick from here and then access it from the inside of the ship over here as well. Some weird little wacky feature. Again, not very strong, but it's kind of a flimsy ship. But it's cheap. Speaking of cheapness, let's look at the price. So unlock level 10, size class 1, 46 forward, 11 strafing, 63 lift, 23 reverse, and 23 down. Does have 1 detector, 2 light Gatling turrets, hour and 27-minute build time. Not requiring anything rare. You're going to need Neo, Cobalt, and Titanium for pretty much any CV build that has thrusters and things. So, yeah, that's pretty much it there. CPU is chilling in at Core 1 at 200,000 CPU, using 93,000 of that. So you got a lot of CPU left over here. And that is pretty much it. Storage, you got a 16K ammo box, 2 320K storage bays, and then some miscellaneous boxes in the mix. So that is pretty much it in a nutshell. A unlock level 10 starter CV. Okay, so now this one over here is the same ship, but I put in all the parts. So it's got the 30 light year warp drive. It's got a compact shield generator, which is you can kind of see that through the doors here. It's got the Pentaxid tank. I left the generators alone. There's still 2 1x3 generators, and it has another large constructor in the build here. So with all those parts on board, it unlocks at player level 15, and hour and 35-minute build time. It does introduce Sathium and Aluminum to the build costs, but still spawns pretty quick. The thruster performance dropped a little bit, but not very much overall. Yeah, hour and 35-minute build time on this version here. That does do shields and warps and all that fun stuff. So it produces 63-62 for its shield strength on this version here. Now, the whole reason I didn't just do... Oh, wait, I didn't look at the CPU. CPU on this one only takes it to 134,000, so you still got about 65,000 extra CPU available, even on the upgraded version. That's why I didn't add any core block improvements, like basic CPU cores or improved. I don't know what you'd really do with that extra CPU. You still, even after putting all the main features it was set up for, it's still got quite a bit left over. Of course, if you upgrade the thrusters and the generators, you could probably get it pretty close to using that Core 1 CPU eventually, if you use it as more than a disposable ship, I suppose. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much there. And obviously, if you really wanted to upgrade this even more, you could put in, you could remove one of these boxes, put in a basic CPU core there on the other side, a couple of them if you wanted to. The only other feature that I thought this ship could do, and maybe I'd try it in game, and I didn't want to add that in because it's supposed to be disposable, but I thought about adding a mining package to it where you could put in, you could remove these blocks here, put in a couple laser drills there. I can make, have a couple of them lined up on the top here with like a little block that kind of goes up to them, and do the same thing on the bottom. So you could end up with a 6 drill setup and then convert one of the storage bays to a harvest bay. And then you'd be all set for doing some mining as well. But that's like something I didn't really want to mention. And it would require a little bit of custom work, obviously, to put on the mining drills and modify some of the hull blocks. And I didn't really want to do it on this build. Again, it's supposed to be disposable and inexpensive, but I wanted to make sure that it could warp. I wanted to make sure it could have a shield eventually. And the whole reason I don't have it on stock, like on this version, is because of the player unlevel, or the player unlock level. I wanted to keep it at 10 and not bring it to 15, basically. And that's why. Other than that, it's pretty cheap and quick to get it all done there. So yeah, in a nutshell, this is the Cosmos Explorer, and I will get this out probably this Saturday. It'll be exactly 1 week since I got the Carapace C9 to the workshop, and Now I got a little new starter CV, my smallest I've built to date for a starter CV out of all the ones that I've done. Probably the cheapest and smallest. But, you know, I actually, at the end of the day, I wouldn't mind using this for a while in game because, I don't know, the interior feels nice. It's compact. It's got a lot of stuff. It's got everything I'd want it to have interior-wise for a small build. You know, if you're doing a big production ship, I would want more production equipment and more storage and all that. But, yeah, other than that, one other thing, too. Last thing I wanted to bring up here, let me see if I got the shield on or off right now. I got it on, so I'm going to turn the shield off on this one. One thing I thought I was going to have to do to this one to make it work with the shield and the warp drive is to have put in bigger generators here. Since you know, I got the room, I could put in a 1x3 generator. I got the CPU as well, but honestly, it doesn't need it. Here, let me turn on the HUD, and I will fly around a little bit with the shield charging up. And yeah, I'm surprised the 2 baby generators are it gets up to about 89-90%. Oh, I just hit 100 there. So it's tight, but it's like still safe. So yeah, I can do it with the 2 baby generators. You don't have to upgrade them to 1x3 generators or anything like that. But it's, you know, it's tight. If you did decide to upgrade the thrusters to the 1x2 models or to plasma variants or things like that, you'd probably want to add more power. But again, I think with the CPU budget of even 200,000, you can do pretty much all of that and not need to worry about upgrading the CPU on it. So, all right. Other than that, please let me know if you got any other thoughts or suggestions for this build. And other than that, you all have yourself a wonderful afternoon, and I will talk to you later.